young American woman, just 16 years old. Matilda Melton from Bellingham, a bit of a mountain bike hotspot, not far actually, over the border from Canada here.
That's right. I mean, Tilly came up under the tutelage of Jill Kintner, so you can just tell how dialed she is. She's telling me, yeah, I mean, talk about dial. That's like the most dialed person you could ever imagine. And she was saying that she actually went up in frame size, so went from a medium to a large, and it's just, you know, kind of loving this track. Really able to ride these technical sections because of it.
You know, 16 years old, pushing for a Crankworx win. The sport just keeps getting younger. It's incredible. So Melton then.
Oh, gets that out of that. You can.
Yeah,
the only way you do that is when you can get that right-hand turn, jumping far right, pedaling into that switch back.
She is a dynamic rider, incredible, and she's up. Look at that then, 87 thousandths into the green, and sends the triple cleanly over that as well.
Over it.
Incredible. Amazing to see. Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to get that jump, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's gained a little bit of time in that midsection. Let's see how she hits this rock section, because Jenna, this was one of Jenna's best sections.
And I'm going to say Matilda maybe got a little hung up in that left at the bottom of that steep chute, just. But she's going to have to do amazing through here to match Hastings, that's for sure. Takes the low line in, the front stacks something, she keeps it going.
Came into there so hot.
Oh. And up to the next split, which will tell us everything we need to know then. It was full commitment through there. And she's red by 2.9, 3 seconds back then nearly.
She's aggressive, but maybe just doesn't quite have the flow on these entries, breaking a little bit. Still looks so good. She's in touch though. Yeah. I mean, we don't know what happened in that middle section.
But Hastings, to me, it didn't look like she put a tire wrong anywhere.
That's right.
It was a faultless run. And Emmy Lan, the last rider dropped, going to know about that time.
That's right.
Clean up there then for Melton, no bother. Takes her time in that right-hander to set up a bit. Another almost vertical steep section.
Yeah, and Tilly riding smooth, blows up that outside. Riding smooth, but I'm noticing that her entry speed is just a little bit lower than Jenna's everywhere.
5 back now then, yeah. So going south in the lower steep sections. But still pushing on, Elliot. Still looking good. Still looking strong on the bike. Great pace out of the woods.
Yeah, I mean, Tilly is just so strong. You can see how kind of her legs are able to kind of put the bike where she wants it to be.
And to hold her up.
Yeah.
This track is steep, top to bottom.
I can tell she's maybe getting a little bit tired. I don't see the aggression that we saw up at the top.
No,
but riding good, yeah.
Just 16 years old then, Matilda Melton into that last turn. What's it going to be for her? Good enough for a top 3. She crosses the line, goes second. 6.3 up. 6.3 off, excuse me. 4.19. Ahead of Reese van Leuven, incredible.
I mean, guaranteed a top 3 at this point. That is such a good result for Tilly.
So Emmy Lan on track, fastest qualified, up 4.25. But we're looking at a 4.13 now in this final. Can she find around 12 seconds? Two-wheel drifted off there.
Yeah, she's really going to push for this. And I know that she's keen for it. Has the fitness for it. Comes from that enduro background.
Comes from Vancouver Island, yeah. On the forbidden bike. Made over there on that island, on the forbidden plateau. Carrying good speed down there, picking her way through a little bit, Elliot.
Yeah.
Did no double out of that turn either.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what she looks like on this section. This has kind of been our... I like how much speed she's carried out there. That's kind of been the benchmark that tells us what you're at. Only 0.3 back.
0.3, so very in touch, then turning it up for this finals run. Doubles through there. The woman starting a law degree in September, can you believe? Had a 15th in Val di Sole. World Cup this year, so she's going to like these steep sections, which starts right here. This lower section could play into Lan's hands.
Yeah, all of that stuff on Vancouver Island is so steep and so difficult. She'll be used to this type of riding.
And big roar for her. She comes into the RockShox rock section, sets up high, and then sends it to that low line.
Oh, really smooth. Gets caught up just a little bit there, but she carried so much speed in the middle of it.
And sent it wide on the way out as well. Let's see then. Split 2 coming up. What's it going to tell us? And Lan 2.8 into the red now. Hastings was so quick through that rock section.
So quick.
And on a different line.
It was just his average speed. We see Emmy.
Nice and tight exit from that turn though, in a full line there.
That's right, getting through that section really, really nice. Not making hardly any mistakes on this entire run. Good speed through there. Back end kicks up. Jenna Hastings looking on to see if she can get her first Crankworx win of the season.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Jenna Hastings, well, that'll signal a magic return from that injury she suffered earlier in the year. Nice low line in there for Emmy Lan, though, still fighting here. 3.6 now into the red. 3.46, excuse me.
Look at that pedaling, standing up. Oh, the only one we've seen stand up through that entire section.
Comes from the Enduro World Series. Won't mind the pain of pedaling. But she's going to need a lot to find 3.4 down here.
Out into the open. This is where we saw Jacob Jewett pull back so much time in last year's broadcast. Goes low there.
Yeah, picking her way through this last wood. It's difficult in there. Going to see some riders caught out in there, I think, today.
Yeah, definitely.
Tired arms. But she's out in the open now. It's a 4:13 she needs to beat. That time goes by. Where's Emmy Lan going to come? She sprints for the line. Emmy Lan goes second, just 3.2 into the red. But it's Jenna Hastings that takes the RockShox Canadian Open downhill win here at Crankworx Whistler. She's absolutely nailed it this afternoon.
Jenna Hastings saying that she's playing it safe, but she did qualify third. So she's definitely on pace here. She's saying some of these drops giving her a little bit of trouble, but I saw Bernard Kerr pulling her into those drops. She's definitely up to speed now. She looks aggressive on the bike.
And taking the winning cairns last year. Do you remember the 2022 Junior World Champion, this woman?
Yeah, she's just trying to find that form again that she had kind of last year.
And it's so difficult to try and come back from injury mid-season when everyone else is kind of up to pace.
Yeah,
got no level.
Looking really nice here though. She's aggressive, pushing.
And carrying great speed. Didn't need to pull up off there.
That's right.
So she should have plenty of speed for the Smith drop. 1.4 into the green then as she goes off there.
She's got
Gonna
speed
set
for
the
it.
triple, no
there
doubt.
We go.
Bernard wouldn't have been happy if she hadn't set the triple.
Team manager just, here we go. Let's see if she goes on the right here. Slows
goes
down.
on to that steep line in there. Full commitment over the top. It's got to be quicker.
Yeah, that's definitely right. We saw Aries carry a little bit more speed there.
And this might be tackling Van Leuven then. Going to be interesting to see what we can get through this RockShox rock section now.
And Jenna just carrying really good speed outside. I really like that. And then inside, saved so much distance off of that last turn.
She did, absolutely did. Just dropped in there. What's the next split going to tell us? Is it green or is it? Yes, it is. 3 seconds up then for Jenna Hastings here. Taking 1.5 out in that sector. Riding cleanly and controlled.
That's right. It just consistently fast through here. Picking up the back end, placing it exactly where she wants to be, pumping into these turns.
So Hastings coming down, back end gets kicking there, but she needed to take that risk to make sure she can get over this drop easily. Again, great speed, didn't even need to pull off there.
This is another one of those key sections. You have to carry a ton of speed down this little step down here because it's flat. No brakes through that corner.
Yeah. Squashes on there, gets on the pedals early. Using the gradient just to take a rest for a second before she gets on the pedals. Now 5.1 up. Well, Jenna Hastings coming back from injury. She's going to be happy with this.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
you can
huge
see her
run.
Rest her hands just a little bit there. Coming into this last section. She's going to be coming up high. I'm interested to see what line she takes here because she was going back and forth between inside and outside. 3 seconds up right now.
Oh, clean through there as well, Elliot. Didn't make any mistakes. And looking
inside, there it is. It gives you such a better entry into this left-hand corner.
This is going to put so much pressure on the 2 riders at the top, Matilda Melton and Emmy Lan. This is going to absolutely destroy all those times here. Surely that last turn's getting trickier. Jenna Hastings sprints to the line.